In today's video, I'm going to be talking about nurses who wants to use the healthcare assistant route to come to the UK, whether this is actually a good option for you. Of course, you know about healthcare assistants being added to the shortage of occupation list, making them eligible for the health and care worker visa in the UK, and the trend has been on for a while, and a lot of people are using this opportunity to come to the UK, while nurses are wondering if it's actually a good option for them since they are already nurses. Will they be able to move to their next role? Will they be able to make enough living? How is this going to impact their career? So I'm going to be discussing this in this video, so stick with me to the end of this video so that you get everything that you need to know about this. Okay, hi, welcome and welcome back. If you are new here, hello, my name is Lynda. I'm a registered nurse and I work in the UK. In this channel, I share information about nursing abroad, getting jobs abroad, health and lifestyle. So if you're interested in any of these, subscribe and hit the bell icon so that anytime I come out with a new video, you will see it. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into today's stuff. You know that the healthcare assistants have been added to the shortage of occupation list, making them eligible for the health and care worker visa, which has a duration of 12 months, and it is now, this is the best time to join this trend and get yourself to the UK. A lot of people are already taking up these opportunities. I've already shared about the requirements to become a healthcare assistant in one of my videos. Be sure to check that out. I've also talked about the salary of a healthcare assistant in my previous video. If you have not watched it, I believe you will get something from that video as well. And if you're a nurse, a lot of people are contacting me regarding the health and care worker visa and the senior carers and the healthcare assistant job that is now trending. And a lot of times, if you have contacted in the past, you will see that what I usually ask is, are you a nurse and have you already started the NMC process? The reason is because I'm going to share with you in this video 5 things you have to bear in mind if you're a nurse and you want to follow this. The first one is, if you're already a nurse, you know that you can become a nurse in the UK as well by following the NMC route for this particular, becoming a nurse in the UK, and you will become a nurse, and this is actually the best option for you. For some of you that have contacted in the past, this is what I usually ask. Okay, have you tried the NMC process and have you now applied all the strategies and you are not able to meet up with that requirement? So some of them will say, oh, I've written IELTS for a long time, I've written OET, and yet I am not able to follow this, I'm not able to meet up with the NMC requirements. So if that is you, if you have tried everything, you have tried to pass the IELTS and you are still not able to make that minimum requirement for NMC registration, then you may consider the health and care worker visa, the healthcare assistant job that is trending now. Okay, and that is if you consider other options as well. Second thing I would say is that, have you really tried the other options? If IELTS is your problem, do you know that you can also get a coaching program for IELTS so that you will pass? There are some organizations that are coming out today that actually help to coach people for IELTS, and they are very good. I know one that is called DNA. That one is actually Decency Endless Academy, but they've already noticed that a lot of nurses want to come to the UK and they are finding it difficult to pass the IELTS, so they have a coaching program for nurses. So many nurses that are struggling with IELTS, they actually find their courses very good, and it's actually on a cheaper rate. So what I would say is that if you are able to give in your best to pass IELTS, get a coaching program if you have tried on your own and it will work and everything. And then, because if you pass and come to the UK as a nurse, it is far better for you, so you will not have to struggle so much between working and getting ready for your exam. The third one I would say is that if you have tried all of that, if you have tried the coaching program and everything and it doesn't work, the third thing for you is to apply for healthcare assistant role. And I believe what I usually tell people that contact me is that it is actually easy for you as a nurse. You just need to be patient, because now it is competitive, and so many of those agencies that you are already contacting, they have the option of making sure that they take people from the UK first before people from abroad. But if you're a nurse, you don't need to worry about about so much, because I believe that a nurse that is going through this route must have written IELTS. That means you have something to give, because the minimum they take is usually 5.55, you know, in some cases even 4.5 or 4, you know. So the IELTS requirement is so low, so that almost every nurse I know that is not able to meet the NMC requirement can actually meet the requirement for this one. So I was able to send an email to one of the agencies just to be clear about how they recruit, and they said you must not have started the process for NMC UK. What they just need from you is that you are a nurse in your home country and you have written IELTS before, and you have experience of 1 year. That is for the ones that I talked with, the agency that I talked with. Okay, so it is actually very easy, but I know that the complaint is that, oh, it's taking a long time. Yes, the reason is what I've already told you. They will consider their own people from the UK first before someone from abroad, and so it will take a bit of it's not going to be as fast as if you're applying for a nursing role. Okay, but it is still possible. People are getting this job, so when you apply to an agency, just be patient. You can, once they have said they have accepted you and you have submitted your documents with them, I will say be patient and they will take you. The fourth one I would say is, if you already have a family, okay, taking these jobs, maybe somewhere that you know that you will be able to cope, like when it comes to accommodation and whether you are your partner will be able to get a job and everything. The next thing I will share with you is that when you get to the UK as a healthcare assistant, do what it takes for you to get to your nursing role. Okay, do what it takes to get to your nursing role. The reason is because some people will come and you'll be distracted. You want to make that money, so you'll be putting in extra hours and everything just to earn more, forgetting that that is not the plan. So have a solid plan when you get to the UK. Know that the next thing for you is to get your nursing to complete your NMC registration. So when you get here, even if you are going to be doing extra hours to make money, let it not be so much. You can do once a month and then use your off days to really prepare for your IELTS, to really take your time to progress to that nursing position. The reason is because if you progress to a nursing position, then you are giving yourself the chance to grow. Even if you want to move to another country or something like that, you are not going to be using a CV of a healthcare assistant to get another nursing role, right? So you want to move to a nursing position as fast as possible, so this will give you that platform to move further in your career. Okay, so I would say please don't be distracted when you get to the UK. If you eventually go through the healthcare assistant route, do not be distracted when you get to the UK to make money and all of that, because there is only so much that you can make as a healthcare assistant. But as a nurse, you have that better platform to move on in your career. Assuming you want to do any other thing, you have that in your CV that you have been working as a nurse in the UK. So in all, I will not subscribe to people that are saying that this is not that option, because they are not in your shoe. They don't know how much you have spent trying to meet up with the requirement. They don't know your family situation. They don't know your personal plan as a person. I would say that the only way this will affect you is when you get to the UK and you become distracted. And another thing I share with people is that when you're already signing your contract with those employers or with your agency, tell them that you want to progress to a nursing role as soon as possible. Are they going to allow you to move on to a nursing role once you get to the UK and you meet up with your NMC requirements? A lot of them will say yes, and will even say that it is good for them to even include it in your contract that you may progress to a nursing role, okay, so that you will not have any problems when you get to the UK. So make sure all those things are explicit. Do not be afraid to ask questions when you sign your contract. Do not be afraid to ask questions, because these things will go a long way in helping you. This is your future you are talking about here. I am of the opinion that if you have tried your best, UK is definitely a good platform. So I believe you must have found this as interesting and as valuable as possible. Please share this with your nursing colleagues as well for them to see, because I believe that this is actually the real picture, and you can be whatever you want to be as a nurse. As far as 2022 is here, as far as I can see the world going, there is nothing you cannot achieve as a nurse. Just give yourself that time and have a solid plan to follow. If it is UK, follow it. If it is US, follow it. It might take time, but you will get there. Okay, as of now, nurses are still being sought after in so many countries. So just pick one of these countries, follow the steps, do what you can, get a coach, whatever it will take you, and to do this in the most ethical way and you will see yourself rejoicing in the nearest future. Okay, I wish you the very best, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.